called as functions. And at last, this class will going to be closed with the help of a brace followed by semicolon. Look here, private member data and member functions, public member data and member functions. Hope you have understood this thing. So remember, I am often and often saying this name of a class. If you use capital letter, because name of a class is completely case sensitive, so if you use capital letter at the beginning of class name, then in entire program you need to use the capital letter only. So better to take small letter itself, so that we can come out of many number of errors. And under public access specifier also, this get data and put data, we need to take small letters only. If we use capital letters here, then we need to use the capital letters only in entire program wherever they come. Okay, hope you have understood these things. So this is regarding the class. Okay, definition and declaration of a class. Now I am going to write one program based on this definition and declaration of a class. If a question is asked you to write about the definition and declaration of classes and objects, at the time you need to see the marks. If the question is asked for 2 marks, then you need to write only the points which I have written, the 4 points. Okay, then after that you have to see whether the question is asked for 3 marks. If the question is asked for 3 marks, then you need to write with the general syntax. Okay, no need to write the example. Okay, if it is asked for 5 marks, okay, then you need to write with example. Or the question is for 7 marks, then you need to define the definition and declaration of classes and objects along with general syntax, example, and then after this the program which I am going to write. Okay, that program also you have to write. Now to define a class, now I am going to write a program that is addition of 2 numbers with the help of class. Come, now I am going to write a program. It is better for you to practice that program. I have given some few programs to practice. Maybe you have practiced. Under that you have used class and then access specifiers, private and public, and so on. So come now, I will give you a program which is the definition of a class, how a class can be used. Okay, take hash include iostream.h, then hash include conio.h. Okay, 2 header files we have taken. One is iostream.h, the next one is conio.h. Then start with class. Okay, and we will give one name for this class, that is addition. Okay, addition. See, I am using capital letters. Remember this thing. Okay, wherever this addition word, it means outside the class, wherever it comes, you need to use capital only. Then open brace, then take private access specifier. Here class is open. This is not semicolon, this is colon. Class is open. Okay, under private we will take only 2 numbers. Both are integer type, a and b, because both are integer type. No need to take again and again int a int b like that. If both are integer, we can take in the same data type itself. Then after that public. Under public we will take 2 things. One is read data or get data, another one is put data or display. Void get data I will use get data everywhere so that you can understand. Get data. This is a symbol of function. Then void. Here only we can able to write. Open this. Here only we will write. See out. Enter. I will make two parts here. Okay. Enter the two numbers. Enter the two numbers. Okay. Then I will close. It is closed. Then after that, then after that, I will first taking from this output. Then I will see in two numbers A and B. Okay, the numbers which we have used here. Then get data. Work of this is finished. This open brace is closed here because get data work is completed. So this is like this. Yeah. Get data work is now completed. So for that thing we have closed the brace, and next get data is finished. Now one more thing we have to take, that is void put data. Put data. This is for reading. Remember one thing. Okay, here you have to give. Okay, you should not give semicolon here. Okay, because we are working directly, so should not give semicolon. Then after that, put the data. Then open this. Then see out. Okay, addition of, or don't get confused. We take sum of two numbers. Sum of two numbers is, okay, equals then A plus B. Sum of two numbers. Why I am using sum here? Because here class name I have taken as addition. If I will use addition in every place, then you will get confused that where we have to use capital, where small letters. So I have used sum here. Under C out, okay, whatever we need we can write. Okay, then after that addition will be done here. The put data work is completed. Close this one. Okay, open brace is closed. Now class brace is opened here. See here class brace is opened. Now this brace is closed. Finally here class will be closed. Okay, from here now the main function, that is main program, will going to start. Int main. Okay, no need to write semicolon. Open. Okay, what is the class name? Addition. Take this class name first, or first we will clear the screen. CLRSCR. Okay, then take class name. What we have taken? Addition. Addition. Okay, then we have to take one variable or one name, anything, that is called as class variable. Okay, we have to take class variable. I will take it as small letter A, give space and small letter A, and with the help of class variable now we have to write the member functions. Okay, this A dot, okay, first one is get data. A dot get data, then put semicolon, no need to write void here. Okay, then A dot put data and semicolon. Okay, dot operator. This operator is used to access the members of a class or the member functions of a class. You may get one mark question like this: which operator is used to access the members of a class? Then you have to write the dot operator is used to access the members of a class. Then after that, get ch. Okay, then return to 0. Then return to 0. After that, here this open parallel brace is going to be closed here. Like this, we have to write a program for accessing the class. If you write this is a simple program, not a heavy program, not the complex program. This is a simple program. If you write along with this program a class definition, then you will get the complete marks. Okay, hope you have understood this. So far we have discussed regarding, that is, access control specifiers, member data and member functions, private, public, all these things. Now I am going to explain you regarding access specifiers. What access specifiers are called and how many types of access specifiers are there. First, take access specifier. Access specifiers. Okay, what are these access specifiers are called? Okay, look here. Every data member of a class is having, or we can define it as, is specified by three levels of access protection. 3 levels of access protection for hiding data. Look, every data member of a class, okay, of a class is having 3 levels of access protection. For hiding data. Later I will explain you. Data and function members internal to the class and function members internal to the class. Okay, every data member of a class is having 3 types of access protections. 3 types of access protections for hiding data. Okay, and function members, member functions which are inside the class, which are present inside the class. Okay, every data member of a class specified by 3 levels of access protection. Okay, for hiding data and function members internal to the class. So these things are called as access specifiers. Okay, what is the use of this access specifier? One more point I will write here. The access specifier define the scope of the data. Okay, what the access specifiers will do? the access specifiers will define the scope of the data. That if any data is there, what is the scope having about that data, that is defined by the access specifiers. And these access specifiers are including three types of access specifiers. One is private, and the second one is protected, and the third one is public. These are the three access specifiers we will going to discuss later in our today's class. We can write this as the access specifiers. The access specifiers are defined, are indicated using the following keywords. Okay, we can after this point, okay, you write these things after this point. Okay, the access specifier is defined where specifiers define the scope of data. After this point, write the point. The access specifiers are indicated using, okay, the following keywords. This is specifiers. Okay, specifiers, following keywords. Then after that, write down these three keywords: private, protected, and public. Why these things are called as keywords? Because they are predefined. Predefined means earlier defined. If we want to write some other thing in place of these things, then it should not be possible. We have to write only private in place of private itself. In place of protected, we need to write protected itself, and in place of public, we need to write public itself. Now come, we shall see what is private access specifier. Private. What is meant by this private access specifier? Private access means the data means a member data can only be accessed by member functions. The example which I have written, in that we have taken private access specifiers are int account number, char name, then char account type, then int account balance. Those things are called as data members, and those member data, okay, and those member data are only accessed by member functions. That is called as private access. Okay, member functions. Then next point, members declared under members declared under private, okay, members declared under private are accessible only within the class, only within the class. Okay, here the members, either the data members, yes, only the data members, okay, that are used under private access specifiers, they are only accessed under the class itself, and they cannot be taken outside the class, and they cannot be accessed outside the class. Okay, so this is called as private access specifier. Okay, then last point, if no access specifier is mentioned, if no access specifier is mentioned, then by default data members are private, then by default members are private, if in a class members are given, but their access specifier is not mentioned, whether they comes under private access specifier or they comes under public access specifier, that thing is not mentioned. So if this thing happen, at the time by default, by automatically the members will move to private access specifier. Okay, in your mobile option you will see many things, set to defaults, give defaults, load defaults, like that. Default means automatically, which are presented first, those things are called as defaults. Just like in human body, eyes, ears, nose, mouth, head, hands, fingers, they are by default. Okay, they are by default. If their place is changed, then that should be set right. Okay, then if again the parts of a human body shifted to their original places, then that is called default place. Like that, by default the members will become to private access specifiers. Now take the example. How can we give the example? Here public, okay, then int, you give as int register number, okay, then char name, etc. In which way you want, you can give. Okay, like this a public access specifier can be defined. Now come, we shall discuss regarding the public access specifier. Later we are going to discuss regarding protected. Now we are going to discuss regarding private access, public access specifier. Public, okay. Generally, what is meant by public? Public means everyone should know, that is called as public, right? The thing which everyone should know will be called as public. Here the things which comes under public access specifiers, they are used everywhere in the program. Come, we shall see what is meant by public. Public access means that public access means that public access means that members can be accessed by members can be accessed by members can be accessed by any function outside the class also. Any function outside the class also. Outside the class also. Okay. Public access specifier. The member functions which are present under public access specifier, they can be used by any function outside the class. Okay, as I have written, okay, under public I have given void get data, enter two numbers, then I have given void read data, then sum of the two numbers is a plus b. So those things are public access specifiers. They are used outside the class. Okay, hope you have understood. So we shall take one example for this public access specifiers. Example. Take this example as class as a box. Class as box. Then take here integer type length of a box. Okay, then public type we can take it as int height of a box. We can take it as width of a box, width. Then after that private type we can take it as int height of a box. Height of a box, we can take it as height of a box. Then after that void, then get height. This is member function, get height, and inside the function parenthesis we can give any argument. Now we will give here, take an argument as I. Okay, define publicly. Okay, then open a brace here. Okay, after that height equals I, because we have taken argument as I. So height will become I here, then close. So void get height is closed. Okay, next we shall see then of void. Okay, I will put on line here for your understanding purpose. Okay, then void put height. Void put height. This is also a function. Then under this function we will write one more thing, that is return to height. Return to height and nothing else close here. Then here class is going to be closed. Okay. Then now the main function will start. Int main. And after that, if you want, we can write CLRS here or no need. Directly we can move to int, okay, or so sorry, not int, that is the class name box. Okay, anything in the box we can take box b, then b dot, okay, void b dot, what we have used, length, b dot length. L-E-N-G-T-H, length, and B dot width, because length into width will become the size of a box. B dot height, then length, B dot width. What is the length here? Length of a box here is 10, I think. Yeah, equals 10. Then width of a box is equal to 20. Okay. Then finally, after this, then get height. I will write here. So that space should be needed. Then B dot get height. Okay. But under the function, the height is 30. Then put semicolon here. Height is 30. Put semicolon. Then by giving get ch, then close your bracket. See here, the members void get height and void put height, they comes under public access specific, and they are used outside the class also. See here, length, width and get height, they are used. Class is closed here, okay, but get height, see this get height enter means get height, that argument answer will become 30. This is used outside the class also. So by this you have understood the public access specifiers, and we have left with only the last thing of today's class, that is protected access specifier. Only definition is there, no example and nothing. What is meant by protected access specifier? Private means it is used privately. Public means that can be used publicly. And what is protected access specifier? Come, we shall see what is meant by protected access specifier. Protected. Okay. Here, protected means the members which are declared, using protected, can only be